Kripaya Hari Kirtana Murtidaram Dharani Bharaharaka Gaurajanam Janakadika Vatsala Snigdha Padam Paramami Sada Prabhu Pada Padam Sharanagata Kinkara Kalpatarum Tarudrikrita Dhirava Danyavaram Varadendra Ganarchita Divya Padam Pranamami Sada Prabhu Pada Padam Paraham Savaram Paramartapatim Patito Dharane Krita Veshayatim Yatira Jaganai Pari Sevya Padam Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam Vrishabhanu Sutta Daitanu Charam Charanashrita Renuda Rastamaham Mahadadvuta Pavana Shakti Padam Pranamami Sada Prabhu Pada 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 Padam Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada. So as I said previously, Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura Prabhupada was so pleased with this offering that he ordered it to be sung in all of his mats or temples daily. This is something that continues down to this present day. This poem exhibits a remarkable rhyme scheme. The second to last syllable always begins the next line. And it also reveals a deep Siddhantic understanding of the mission of Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura Prabhupada.
I just realized the second syllable.
Yeah. I want to say thanks for reading these wonderful, truly wonderful prayers to Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura Prabhupada. And I pray that all good fortune attends the grand and great grand disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura Prabhupada by glorifying him through reciting these poems. So, this title of Prabhupada, it's a it's a title that is offered to devotees of the highest caliber. Literally, Prabhupada told us it means, Prabhu means master and Pada means feet. So he said it means a master at whose feet sit other masters. So Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswati Prabhupada. Rupa Goswami is also addressed as Prabhupada. Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. In some of Prabhupada's writings, he calls them Prabhupada. So some may be astonished that, oh, there's another Prabhupada, but yes. In fact, once Prabhupada, our Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, was traveling, as he was for the years that he remained with us, he was traveling all the time. And at one time he came to one temple, and when he went to his room he was unpacking his suitcase. He pretty much lived out of a suitcase for 10 years. And he pulled out a picture of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, his guru, and he handed to one of his disciples. He says, "Put Prabhupada on that mantelpiece there." And this devotee, he was, when he heard Prabhupada say, "Put Prabhupada over there," he was a little mystified. So Prabhupada understood that he was not understanding properly. So Prabhupada said, "I have my Prabhupada also." But this is a title, as I said, reserved for very advanced devotees of Lord Krishna. So, we shall go through the translation of these verses. So the first verse, he says, "O Srila Prabhupada, your beautiful lotus feet are cherished by millions and millions of the purest and most qualified devotees. And you are the most competent personality to preach the recognized process for this era. Your sacred lotus feet are adorable as they openly grant fearlessness and bestow the highest benediction to all living entities. I eternally offer my respects unto that charming effulgence that shines forth from the radiant lotus toe tips of Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura Prabhupada." You know what I thought would be nice if we could have, there's a, I don't know if you can find it, but Prabhupada wrote a nice offering once in a poem, and to hear how Srila Prabhupada thinks of how he glorifies his Guru. This was also one offering.
Yeah. Okay.
You can find it?
Yeah.
He continues in the second verse, you shine forth as the natural leading monarch amongst the highest class of devotees due to your immensely powerful bhajan. And you are the exclusive ultimate aim of the truly fallen due to your far-reaching merciful embrace. Your inconceivable lotus feet bestow full shelter for the cheaters and the cheated. This is a nice statement that Prabhupada himself would use. He would say, society, material society, consists of the cheaters and the cheated. The leaders are the cheaters, and the common people are cheated, following them. So this statement is also used here, that a spiritual master of the caliber of Bhakti Siddhantha is the only shelter for the cheaters and the cheated, for everyone and anyone. He continues, your divine figure is so graceful and delicate, your skin is so soft, and your towering form so radiant and golden. Your overwhelmingly beautiful appearance mocks the pride of golden lotus stems, as countless cupids offer their humble respects to your lotus toes, which are like glowing white petals of the radiant moon. It's always nice to hear the glorification of a saintly person by a qualified saintly person. Then it's not just sentiment. It's nice poetry, but it's more than that. It's a heart of realization. So when we read these things, this is the outpouring of elevated devotees, a disciple of Bhakti Siddhantha, just as our Prabhupada is disciple of Bhakti Siddhantha, and to hear their hearts' realization, what they feel, what do they think of their spiritual master. From this we can learn something, how a spiritual personality, a spiritual master is to be honored. He continues, verse number 4. Like the charming moon which pleases its orbiting stars, you are surrounded by your intimate disciples and are fulfilling their heart's desires. Your lion-like roar causes the envious to tremble and quickly flee, while your tender toes gracefully bestow the ultimate benefit for the innocent. Isn't it wonderful? Verse number 5. You have widely spread the glories of Sri Gauranga's holy abode, Sri Mayapur Dham, and you have openly declared the nature of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy throughout the universe. Your graceful personality has planted the lotus feet of, has planted the lotus of Gauranga's holy feet in the hearts of your deserving servitors. It is by His grace that we know now, Mayapur Dham, Sri Dham Mayapur, is now a bustling place. devotees from all around the world come there every year. They're already gathering there right now as the Gaura Purnima celebration is approaching. Literally thousands of devotees from around the world come at that time. Just in our temple, in Sridham Mayapur, the Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir, just in our temple, for that festival, there are 10,000 visiting devotees. Plus, there are other temples nearby in the area, temples of that Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura had established, Gaudiya Math temples. And so they also have thousands coming. And all this is to honor and glorify Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So therefore, the author of the poem says that your graceful personality has planted the lotus of Gauranga's holy feet in the hearts of your deserving servitors. The 6th verse, he says, as the universal holy master, you are the eternal refuge of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotees. You are always dedicated to serving your holy master, Srila Gaura Kishore. That's Gaura Kishore Das Babaji. And you are the abode of utmost honor for Srila Bhakti Vinod. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur is also in our disciplic succession. He's, if we're going backwards, he's after Gaura Kishore Das Babaji. But he was also the father of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, of Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi. But it is important to note that Bhakti Siddhantha always considered Srila Bhakti Vinod as his guru, not just merely his father. Although in Indian culture the father is a type of guru, right, because he instructs the child. But substantially, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta accepted and considered Bhakti Vinod Thakur as his guru. So he had 2 gurus. Gaura Kishore Das Babaji was his Diksha guru, the guru who gives him Diksha, initiation, and Bhakti Vinod Thakur was his Shiksha guru. These 2 types of gurus, Srila Prabhupada writes in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, they are equal manifestations of the absolute truth. Diksha guru and Shiksha guru. Then, the 7th verse, he says, the intense magnitude of your devotion allows you a glorious position within that intimate group of Raghunath Das Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and Rupa Goswamis. They are part of the 6 Goswamis, famous 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, who were chief disciples of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he's saying that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta belongs in that group, that intimate group. Your happy and elevated philosophical conceptions have crowned and seated you along with that esteemed personality, Srila Jiva Goswami, another one of the 6 Goswamis. And you share friendly relations with Krishnadas Kaviraj and Narottam Das Thakur, being as dear to them as your very own life.
It's their very.
Or as their very own lives. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is the author of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Narottam Das Thakur, we know, we sing many of his songs in the songbook. So They're both acharyas in our line, highly elevated devotees. In the 8th verse he says, "You serve the living entities by mercifully revealing your divine personality as the embodiment of Hari Kirtan. And by so doing, you eliminate the offenses which burden the earth. Your loving disposition is more affectionate than even a father to the followers of Gauranga Mahaprabhu." So, nice statements here. The embodiment of Hari Kirtan. Now, Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswati was not a singer singing Kirtan, but he spoke. And he also told that Kirtan we must have a dynamic understanding of what is Kirtan. It's not just the singing part, but the speaking. So you would say, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, when you read Srimad Bhagavatam, you are hearing the recorded kirtans of Sukadev Goswami and Sutta Goswami and the other different speakers that we come upon in the Bhagavatam. So the lecturing, the speaking of Harikatha, that is also kirtan. Because the singing kirtan with the instruments, madanga and stuff, that is kirtan too. So he says, but he's referring to Bhakti Siddhanta as the embodiment of Hari Kirtan. And he said, by doing so, he eliminates the offenses of people which burden the earth. So it's important that we hear this kind of kirtan also, the Harikatha, you know. And that's why Srila Prabhupada established in the temples that they would all, every day there'd be class on the Srimad Bhagavatam in the mornings and in the evening Bhagavad Gita. This is kirtan. We shouldn't shy away or run away from that, because that, you could say, that is even more important, because we will get a proper understanding of what Krishna consciousness is by hearing that type of kirtan. Then in the 9th verse he says, just like a transcendental desire tree, Kalpavriksha, he said, you fulfill all the desires of the Lord's unalloyed servants. Your firm and patient nature insults the tolerant disposition of a tree. What to speak of your benevolence? The purity of your divine lotus feet attracts the worship of the great demigods like Durga Devi and Indra. So this is another wonderful, and it's appropriate, because there is a shloka in the, where is it? There's a shloka in the Bhagavad that says that the spiritual master is the sum total of all the devatas, of all the demigods. A bona fide spiritual master is the sum total of all the devatas. The devatas, the demigods, they're also servants of Krishna, and therefore they offer their respect and worship to a great spiritual master also, like Bhakti Siddhantha. He says, the purity of your divine lotus feet attracts the worship of the great demigods. Then the 10th verse he says, being the storehouse or keeper of life's highest wealth, namely pure Krishna Prem, you surpass all the other great Mahabhagavad devotees. Simply to rescue the fallen souls, you accepted the dress of a renunciate, a sannyasi. And hence, your divine lotus feet are adorable in every respect for the greatest stalwart sannyasis. So here again he's expressing how great his spiritual master is and what he is giving, and he also considers that he is the storehouse keeper of the wealth of Krishna Prem. Just like we think of Srila Prabhupada in such a grand way, but we should know that Prabhupada got it from Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi. So how great is he? Right? If we think that Srila Prabhupada is so great, we should wonder, well, his spiritual master must be of a higher caliber. So here he is describing this, that your divine lotus feet are adorable in every respect for the greatest stalwart sannyasis. And the last verse, he says, since you are an exclusive servitor of Vrishabhanu Nandini, this is a name of Srimati Radharani, Srimati Radhika. Since you are an exclusive servitor of Vrishabhanu Nandini, Srimati Radhika, my bold aspiration is to take full shelter as a minute atomic particle of that shining dust that clings to your beautiful lotus feet. Your wonderful Shakti can deliver the whole world. I eternally offer my respects and to that charming effulgence that shines forth from the radiant lotus toe tips of Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura Prabhupada. Prabhu, why don't you do that, and then I can come back and do the other song by Prabhupada.
Actually, I'm gonna okay.
You speak and sing whatever. And I can come back for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So this song
Yes,
yeah, he's the reason I'm here. And Yudamandu?
I also know. They both are very
Yeah, they're primary in my life. Primary.
Yeah.
This is a Bengali bhajan written by Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura. It has very, very deep, profound meaning, and we'll cover some of it. There are a lot of verses. I might not chant all the verses, otherwise it'll be too long, and then we'll talk about it. You're going to project it? Dusta mana tumi kishira Vaishnav patistara tare nirjana gare. Dusta mana Tumi Vaishnava Patistaratare Nirjanagare Tava Hari Nama Kevala Kaitava Tava Hari Nama Kevala Kaita Tava Hari Nama Kevala Kaita Tava Hari Nama Kevala Kaita Jaditatista Sukere Vishista Jananakita Hanayar Vaiba Jadit Patista Sukare Vista Jananakita Hanayar Vaiba Kanaka Kamini Nivasa Yamini Bhaviyaki Kaja Anitya Sesa Nivasa Yami Bhaviyaki Kaja Anitya Sesa Tomara Kanaka Bogi Janaka Kanakara Dware Sevo Mada Kamini Kama Nahita Vadama Taha Malika Kevala Yada Patitastastaru Jadamaya Maru Napela Ravana Yujiya Raga Vaishnavi Pratista Tate Koronista Tahana Bajile La Vivet Rora Harijana Devesa Pratista Saklesa Korokino Tabe Tahar Kaura Vaishnave Pache Patista Sache Tate Kabunahin Anitya Vaiba Se Hari Sambandha Sunyamaya Ganda Taha Kabunoy Jadir Kaita Pratista Chandali Nirjanata Jali Ubaye Jani Ubaya Gabora Kirtana Chadibo Pratista Makibo Kika Jadudiya Tarisha Gora Kika Madhavendra Puri Baba Gare Churi Nakori Lokabe Sahadai Janabo. Tomara pratishta sukera vista tasaha samakabu namana. Mata saratavase tumi jadarase Maje chosa diya kirtana sostava. Tai dustamana nirjana bhajan Pachari chokale ki yogi vaiba. Prabhu Sanatane Paramachatane Shiksha dilo yaha chinto sesa. Sei dutikata bulona sabata Uchai swade koro hari namarava. Fagwara yukta bada ara mukta Kabuna babiho ehe karasaba. Kanaka kamini pratishta bhagini chadiya chejare seto Vaishnava. Se anasakta se sudha bhakta Sasarata paya paraba. Yata yogya boga nahita taroga Anasakta seki karoro kahavo. Ashakti rohita sambandha sahita Vishaya samuhak sakali mada. Seyukta vairagya taheto sabhagya taha ijade hari bye bye. Kirtane jahar pratishta sambar taha sambhati kevala kaita. Vishaya mumukshu Bhoga bubukshu Duyeta jo mahana divashvala Krishna sambandha aprakrita sanka keval neha jadir sambandha Krishna sambandha aprakrita sankada kabunahita jahadir sambandha Maya Vadijana Kirta Taramana Mukta Abhimane Se Ninda Vaishnava Vaishnavedasa Tava Bhakti Asa Keno vada kilo nirjana aha Haribol. So this is a very long bhajan. And he says, Jai Falgu Vairagi Kohe nije tyagi, sena pare kabu hoite Vaishnava. Haripada chadi nirjana tabadi, labia ki fala falgu se vaibhava. Radha dase rohi chadi boga ahi, patistasa nahe kirtana gorava. Radha nitya jana taha chadimana, keno va nirjana bhajana kaitava. Rajavasi gana Pracharakadana Pratista Bhikshuka Tara Nahisava Prana Achetar Se Hetu Prachar Pratista Sahina Krishna Gata Saba Shri Daita Das Kirtanete As Koro Uchai Sware Harinama Rava Kirtana Prabhave Smarana Swabhave Se Kale Bhajana Nirjana Sambhava. So this is very beautiful poetry and has a very deep spiritual meaning. We'll try not to read every single point, but we'll get the feeling of this fantastic poem by Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura. He says, "O wicked mind, what kind of Vaishnava do you think you are? Your pretentious show of chanting Hari, Lord Hari's holy name in a solitary place is only for the sake of attaining the false prestige of a worldly reputation. It is nothing but pure hypocrisy." So many people go to Radha Kund and they try and imitate Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, sitting all day chanting Hare Krishna. Basically, obviously, there's some sincerity there, but I knew people who did this, and there were a whole bunch of devotees from France that went there and lived there for some time. In the end, they all were smoking marijuana and engaging in all kinds of sinful activities. Can you believe that? Sitting in the holiest place in the whole universe, which is Radha Kund, where Krishna had his most intimate pastimes. They went there to chant 64 or 128 rounds a day. And they did it for some time. But later on, they all degraded, or most of them degraded. So this is what he's talking about here. Making a pretentious show of chanting Lord Hari's holy name in a solitary place is only for the sake of attaining the false prestige of worldly reputation. It is nothing but pure hypocrisy. When you claim wealth as your own, it creates in you ever-increasing desires for material enjoyment. Your riches should be used for serving Madhava, the Lord of all wealth. Neither is it your proper place to indulge in lust for women, whose only true proprietor is Lord Yadava. So in this one verse, there are a lot of significant points he makes. It's this claim to wealth as belonging to ourselves. which creates the ever-increasing desires for material enjoyment. So, if you die with $4 billion in the bank, shame on you. You have wasted your life as a selfish, greedy Scrooge. But if you die with $0 in the bank, and you spent all your money during your living time in the service of Krishna, congratulations. You are going back to Godhead, because you have used every asset Krishna gave you to spread the glories of the Lord. So, therefore, we should think deeply about this. This accumulation of wealth simply increases desires for material enjoyment. Your riches should be used for serving Madhava, for serving Krishna. So, we have people like Bill Gates, who's a generous person. He's one of the most generous people on the earth, right? But he's using his wealth for mana seva. Not Madhava seva, mana seva. That means he thinks serving man is serving God, but actually it's the opposite. Serving God is serving mankind. Neither is it your proper place to indulge in lust for women, whose only true proprietor is Lord Ravana, or Lord Yadava. So here he's saying all women and their bodies belong to Krishna. This is what the gopis say. The gopis say, my body belongs to Krishna. Therefore, I should only use it to give pleasure to the Lord. So I dress nicely, I sing nicely, I cook nicely. All these arts, 64 arts, the gopis master, so that they can offer their love and devotion to the Lord. And they understand, my body belongs to the Lord. It doesn't belong to me, it doesn't belong to my husband, it belongs to the Lord. Therefore, it should only be used for the pleasure of the Lord. Goda Devi says the same thing in the 19th Parsuram. The 16th Parsuram. She says that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and she also says, my two breasts, they belong to Krishna. So this is the feelings of the gopis. Right? The demon Ravana, lust incarnate, fought with Lord Ramachandra, love incarnate, in order to gain the tree of worldly reputation. But that oasis turned out to be but a mirage cast in the desert wasteland of the Lord's illusory material potency. Please cultivate fixed determination to attain only the steady and solid platform whereupon a Vaishnava ever stands. If you neglect worshipping the Lord from this position, then you will ultimately attain a hellish existence. So you see how he gives an example first, and then he explains the philosophy behind it in each of these verses. So, if we chase, just like Ravana, he thought that he would gain worldly reputation by making Rama into a wimp. And how was he going to make Rama into a wimp? He believed that Rama's strength was coming from the fact that he had such a beautiful wife named Sita Devi. He had no understanding of who Rama was. So when he stole Sita Devi, he thought, okay, Rama is finished. He'll never find me. He'll never be able to come to Lanka. I have an impenetrable island fort. And Sita will eventually surrender to me because I'm overpowered her husband. Sita never surrendered to Ravana. And Rama destroyed Ravana and his whole dynasty of Rakshasas. Therefore, he says, this oasis turned out to be but a mirage cast in the desert wasteland of the Lord's illusory material potency. That means all the plans that demons have of dominating the world, being the competitor and the vanquisher of Krishna, it's all an illusion, and they'll all be wasted. And therefore it says, please cultivate fixed determination to attain only the steady and solid platform whereupon a Vaishnava ever stands. That is, by chanting our rounds, by following the rules and regulations, we'll make a solid platform, right? And from that platform, we'll stand always in devotional service. If you neglect worshiping the Lord from this position, then you will ultimately attain a hellish existence. Yeah, you become steady by regularly chanting, regularly following the regulative principles, associating favorably with devotees, avoiding lust, anger, greed, and becoming a genuine Vaishnava. Then you're in a solid ground. Nothing will shake you. And you preach Krishna consciousness for the welfare of everyone. Why do you needlessly suffer the torment of blaspheming the devotees of Lord Hari, attempting to achieve their eminence, thereby only proving your own fruitless foolishness? The desire for spiritual eminence is easily fulfilled when one becomes a devotee of the Lord, for eternal fame automatically follows the heels of a Vaishnava, and that fame is never to be considered a temporary worldly opulence. So, this blaspheming devotees, criticizing ISKCON, criticizing Prabhupada, just so by giving a boot kick to the Vaishnavas, one will become famous. That is an illusion. They become vilified for such activity. But if a person becomes a humble servant of the Vaishnavas, then automatically fame follows such a person, and it's not temporary, it's eternal. The most famous person in the world, this question was asked by Maharaj Yudhisthira to the Raksha, and the answer was most famous. Well, it was asked by the demon to Maharaj Yudhisthira, and he said the most famous person in the world is a devotee. Yeah, because the fame of a devotee, just like we see Prabhupada, he has more fame than anyone else because he's a pure devotee. There's so many temples around the world, so many books have been distributed. Every day, devotees are worshiping him and glorifying him. That is real fame. It's not a temporary thing. The relationship between a devotee and Lord Hari is devoid of even a trace of worldly illusion. It has nothing to do with the materialistic cheating propensity. The prestige of so-called popularity in the material realm is compared to a treacherous dog-eating witch. And the attempt to live in solitude, to supposedly engage in unalloyed bhajans, is compared to an entangling network of distraction. Please know that anyone striving in either of these ways verily lives in the hell of Maya's illusion. I shall give up chanting the Lord's name publicly in kirtan and retire to solitude, thus smearing myself with worldly honor. Dear mind, what is the good of seeking such so-called glory? I will always remind you that the great soul, Madhavendra Puri, never deceived himself in that regard by committing theft in his own storehouse of perception the way you do. So the idea that, all this public display of so-called devotion, going out on Sankirtan and chanting and dancing, this is all superfluous. The real thing is to stay in your house and chant sincerely Hare Krishna. I had a friend of mine, he was once an ISKCON guru and a GBC, and very, very popular person, and he left the movement. And after some years I met him, and I said, Prabhu, how are you doing? So I'm doing great. How are you doing? I said, well, I'm holding on. I'm holding on. And he said, yes. And I said, are you chanting? He said, look, I hate that question. Every time I meet one of you guys, you ask me the same thing. I'm not like you guys. I don't go to I don't chant mechanically like you guys. I chant once a year on New Year's Eve, right at 12 o'clock. And I say it sincerely. And that's worth more than all your Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So did Prabhupada ever tell us to chant once a year on New Year's Eve at 12 o'clock? No, you see, he was making fun of the devotees and claiming it's just mechanical chanting. Even if it is mechanical chanting, you're still chanting the holy names of the Lord, and you're trying to follow Krishna's advice and Lord Chaitanya's advice. And if we do that, and we associate favorably with devotees, we will become a sincere chanter in time. So we should never give up chanting on the plea that it's just mechanical. We should become serious to give up any offenses to the holy name and chant sincerely for the pleasure of Krishna's ears. Krishna likes to hear his name being chanted sweetly. Okay. Your cheap reputation is equal to the stool of a hog. An ordinary ambitious man like you can never be equated with a devotee of Madhavendra Puri's eminence. Under the sway of envy, you have drowned yourself in the filthy waters of material enjoyment after having abandoned the excellent perfection of congregational kirtan. So this congregational kirtan, which we do in the temple and out in the street, as we're going to do this afternoon, every Saturday we go out and do Harinam Sankirtan. This is not some superfluous public show for personal honor. If we chant sincerely, Lord Chaitanya is present in the kirtan. Lord Chaitanya is present wherever the devotees are chanting sincerely. So if we go out sincerely with the desire to spread the glories of the holy name, and we chant with our heart and soul, Lord Chaitanya is present. Now, anyone who follows Lord Chaitanya is in Madhurya Rasa, because that was the rasa of Lord Chaitanya. It's not that, oh, you have to sit and meditate. This whole theory that Shravanam and Kirtan, that the Samadhi is greater than Kirtan, that meditation and Smarana, always remembering Krishna, is greater than Kirtan, is not true. Kirtan is greater than Smarana, than sitting down in meditation and trying to remember the Lord. It's much greater. And if you do Kirtana continually, then you will also do Smarana. You will always remember the Lord. It's not that you give up doing Kirtan because it's an external show and you just sit down and meditate on Krishna. That will not work. Eventually a person will fall down, and there are many examples of that. Do not forget for a moment the two most valuable concepts that he taught. He's talking about, I missed one. Truly, O wicked mind, the glories of so-called solitary worship are propagated only by false yogis, using unscrupulous means to deceive others. To save yourself from these pitfalls, please contemplate the instructions that the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kindly gave us while addressing Srila Sanatana Goswami with the utmost care. Do not forget for a moment the two most valuable concepts that Sanatana Goswami taught. 1. The principle of dry, apparent renunciation as opposed to real, appropriate renunciation. And 2. The principle of a soul being trapped in the bondage of matter as opposed to a soul who is liberated. Don't ever make the mistake of thinking that these conflicting concepts are on the same level. Please remember this while engaging yourself in chanting the Lord's holy names as loud as you possibly can. So, the idea that there's Sankirtan today and I'm going to sit home and do something else is what he's talking against in this whole prayer. He's talking against this. This is not actual renunciation. This is not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go out on a regular basis and chant the holy names and distribute prasadam and distribute books and talk to people about Krishna. And it should be glorious and happy. See? Sitting home is not glorious and it's not happy. And it'll lead to being faulty and following Krishna consciousness. But if you go out regularly and chant and Harinam, then you will remain perked up, full of energy, and you'll learn by regular hearing in the class that this is the Yuga Dharma. In Kali Yuga, the recommended way to go back to Godhead is by doing Harinam Sankirtan. It's not by doing meditation. It's not by doing yoga exercises. It's not by staying home. It's by going out, risking your life to spread the glories of the Lord. Then Krishna will protect you all the time. One is truly a Vaishnava who has given up the habit of falling victim to the ferocious tigress of wealth, beauty, and fame. Such a soul is factually detached from material life and is known as a pure devotee. Someone with this consciousness of detachment has thereby become victorious over the mundane world of birth and death. One is indeed detached who moderately partakes of worldly things that are deemed necessary for living in devotional service. A devotee acting in that matter does not fall prey to the disease of material infatuation. Thus, devoid of selfish attachment and endowed with the ability to see things in relation to the Lord, all sense objects are then directly perceived as being Lord Madhava himself. This is a very profound statement. In other words, he's saying, if we are not enamored by the material disease of accumulating wealth and sense gratification and fame and using Botox and plastic surgery and all these things and going on vacations to the Bahamas and to Cancun and all these places for sense gratification, if we're not attached to those things, if we lose our material infatuation for those things, then being devoid of selfish attachment and endowed with the ability to see things in relationship to the Lord, everything we see then directly is perceived as being Krishna himself. And Krishna is everything. Everything is not Krishna, but Krishna is everything. And if we develop this desire to give up false attachment to material things and use everything material in the service of Krishna, then we'll see everything as Krishna. This is the standard befitting renunciation. In other words, we don't renounce the objects of the senses. We renounce using them for sense gratification, and we accept using them for Krishna. That is real renunciation, when you use everything for Krishna. Now you're really renounced. The Mayavadis think you're really renounced when you give up everything, throw it away as trash. No. Everything belongs to Krishna, therefore everything can be used in his service. If you renounce things that can be used in Krishna's service, that's false renunciation. O mind, please reject the company of two types of persons, those desiring impersonal liberation from the material world and those who desire to enjoy the pleasure of material sense objects. Both of these are equally non-devotees. The things that are used in relation to Lord Krishna are objects belonging directly to the transcendental realm, and thus, having nothing to do with matter, they cannot be either owned or forsaken by persons interested in mundane enjoyment or renunciation. So in other words, he's rejecting both positions. The position that I am the owner, or the position that I reject everything. Both positions are false. The only position that's true is I will use everything correctly in Krishna's service. Then you're not attached and you're not detached. You're dedicated to Krishna. Attachment and detachment are two sides of the same coin of material lust. Just like a very lusty person, if they can't get what they want, then they say, I don't want it. But both things are based on lust. There's I don't want it and I want it. You see. But if you use that thing in Krishna's service correctly, then you're free from lust. O mind, please reject the company of two types of persons, those desiring impersonal liberation from the material world and those who desire to enjoy the pleasures of material sense objects. Both of these are equally non-devotees. The things that are used in relation to Lord Krishna are objects belonging directly to the transcendental realm, and thus having nothing to do with matter. They cannot be either owned or forsaken by persons interested in mundane enjoyment or renunciation. So I forgot. The impersonal understanding of rejecting the material world is the same, is the flip side of the coin of wanting to enjoy the objects of the senses in the material world. So Mayavad philosophy is also materialistic. It's not spiritual. An impersonal philosopher is opposed to thinking of Krishna as an object of devotion. And thus being puffed up with the false pride of imaginary liberation, he dares to criticize the true devotees of the Lord. O mind, you are the servant of the Vaishnavas, and you should always hope for attaining devotion. Why then do you make such a loud commotion by calling to me and trying to prove the supposed supremacy of your practice of solitary worship? In other words, Krishna does not accept the solitary chanting of Hare Krishna. That's what he's saying here. One who falsely gives up things that could actually be used in the Lord's service proudly calls himself a renunciate. But unfortunately, he can never become a Vaishnava by such an attitude. Abandoning his servitorship to the lotus feet of Lord Hari and resigning himself to his solitary home, whatever is gained by that exercise can only be the worthless treasure of deception. Ever engage yourself in the service of Sri Radha and keep aloof from the vicious snake of materialistic sense gratification. The glory of participating in the Lord's kirtan is not meant to bolster one's ambitions for personal recognition. O mind, why then have you abandoned the identity of being Radha's eternal servant in favor of retiring to a solitary place to practice the cheating process of so-called bhajan? The most valuable treasures amongst the Lord's preachers are the eternal personalities themselves, with begging for worthless material reputation. The most valuable treasures amongst the Lord's preachers are the eternal personalities themselves, with begging for worthless material reputation, which is cherished only by the living dead. The Vrajavasis are truly infused with life, and therefore they preach in order to give life to the walking corpses of the mundane world. All the songs that the Vrajavasis sing about the glories of Lord Krishna are devoid of any tinge of desire for fame. So here, he's saying that if a person preaches, but for worldly fame, to have many disciples, to have a lot of dakshina, to live in opulence, then that is begging for a worthless material reputation. But if one sincerely chants in the kirtan, not meant for one's personal ambition, but to be a servant of Srimati Radharani, and on the other hand, the people who abandon their identity as a servant of Radharani and think that they're serving her by going to a solitary place and chanting, that is cheating. That is called a cheating process of so-called bhajan. The most valuable treasures amongst the Lord's preachers are the eternal personalities themselves, with begging for and the last one, Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi, servant of Radha and her beloved Krishna, always hopes for kirtan, and he begs all to loudly sing the names of Lord Hari. The transcendental power of congregational chanting automatically awakens remembrance of the Lord and his divine pastimes in relation to one's own eternal spiritual form. Only at that time does it become possible to go off to a solitary place and engage in the confidential worship of the Lordship. So, who's going to come out on Sankirtan today? I'm going to come out. Yes? Okay. Anybody else? A lot of people have not raised their hands. You don't want to serve Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswati Thakura here. He's saying that Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswati, servant of Radha and her beloved Krishna, always hopes for kirtan. That should be our internal feeling. We should always be hoping for kirtan, and whenever we hear there's an opportunity to go out on kirtan, what should we do? Stay at home or go out? We should go out. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswati Thakura ki jai. So Prabhuji is going to read a poem by Srila Prabhupada, glorifying his Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswati Thakura. Yeah, do it. Reading is like kirtan.
It is kirtan. Srila Prabhupada taught us that the Vaishnava practice on the appearance day of the spiritual master, the disciples would write some offering expressing their hearts, the feeling. And as I said before, these are not sentimental things, but Prabhupada said we should write from what we actually feeling in our hearts. So many years ago, I believe, sometime in the 30s, 1930s, at one of Bhakti Siddhantha, on a day like today, the appearance day, Avirbhav of Srila Bhakti Siddhantha, Prabhupada wrote one poem. And Bhakti Siddhantha very much loved it. And he said, at that time, after hearing that poem, he ordered that anything and everything that he writes should be published. This was telling of what would come out of Srila Prabhupada many years later. At that time he was just a young householder, but just this poem is so wonderful. So I wanted to see what does Prabhupada, how did he feel about his spiritual master, so we could learn something. So he says, adore, adore ye all this happy day, blessed than heaven and sweeter than May. When he appeared at Puri, this is Jagannath Puri, the holy place, my Lord and Master, His Divine Grace. O my Master, the evangelic angel, give us thy light, light up thy candle. Struggle for existence, a human race, the only hope, His Divine Grace. Misled, we are all going astray. Save us, Lord, our fervent pray. Wander thy ways to turn our face. Adore thy feet, your divine grace. Forgotten Krishna, we fallen souls, paying most heavy the illusion's toll. Darkness around all untraced, the only hope, His divine grace. Message of service thou hast brought, a healthful life as Chaitanya wrought. Unknown to all, it's full of grace. That is your gift, your divine grace. Impersonal calamity thou hast removed.
Absolutely accepted. It's on the bottom.
Oh. Absolute is sentient thou hast proved. Impersonal calamity thou hast removed. This gives us life anew and fresh. Worship thy feet, your divine grace. Had you not come who had told the message of Krishna, forceful and bold, that is your right. You have the mace. Save me a fallen, your divine grace. The line of service as drawn by you is pleasing and healthy like morning dew. The oldest of all, but in a new dress, miracle done, your divine grace. There's a footnote that Srila Bhakti Siddhantha liked the third to last verse. Absolute is sentient, thou hast proved, an impersonal calamity thou hast removed. Because if you come at Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi, he practically waged war against impersonalism. Because at that time, Mayavad impersonalism was rampant throughout India. It still is. But Bhakti Siddhanta practically declared war against that. So he would get so animated when he was lecturing, whenever he came to a point during the course of his discourse, he would to show the shortness of impersonalism. He would get so excited and animated that he would pound his fist on the dais in front of him. And some of his, he was fired up. And some of his disciples would tell one another, Guru Maharaj is getting angry, this is not good. They had a conception that a saintly person should be passive, mellow. So they said, Guru Maharaj is getting angry, this is not good. But Srila Maharaj, he would tell them, another disciple, we sang his offering, his poems earlier. He would say, no, now you can understand what is the meaning of lotus face. Because his Bhaktisiddhanta was fair complexion, he would get red. So and pound his face. He said, now you can see what a lotus face is. So he is truly, I mean, these, as I said, these praises are not, they're not just sentiment, empty, you know, but he everything that they say about him, he was that and more. And it's nice to see the different realizations from some of his disciples. So this one of Prabhupada, again, he was very pleased with it, and he said, anything he writes, you should publish it. And so Prabhupada would write articles for the different periodical magazines that Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi had. He took it up, and later on, before coming to the West, he began translating Srimad Bhagavatam. And when he came to America, he had the first canto in 3 volumes published, and he bought 2 trunks full of books. And that's how he maintained himself. For 1 year, he would sell his books. He would go out and preach on Sankirtan. He would go into bookstores or just people on the streets, and he would sell. So this idea of spreading the glories of Krishna, this is our family business. One of my godbrothers, Vaisheshika, says like that. This is our family business, to preach Krishna consciousness. And as Bhakti Siddhanta says in the last verse of the song that Harivilas Prabhu sang, I like one verse, the last verse. He says, Kirtana Prabhave Smarana Shravave Sekole Bhajan Nirjana Sambhava. There he's telling us emphatically that by the transcendental power of kirtan, congregational chanting, automatically that will awaken remembrance. Kirtana Prabhave Smarane Prabhave. People want to attain that stage of smaranam, where they can think of Krishna. He said, this is how it happens. You have to go out and loudly chant, in kirtan. And everything will come from that. He says, it will awaken remembrance of the Lord and His divine pastimes in relation to one's own eternal spiritual form. Yes, we have a spiritual form, we have a spiritual identity, but now we are ignorant of that. We don't know. And there are some people in India that will say, I can tell you what you are, who you are, what your spiritual form is. Right? But Bhakti Siddhantha was opposed to that. He said, that will not help you. Suppose I tell you that you're a gopi. So what? Then what will you do? So he said, no. By kirtan, by chanting, and he used to take out the Sankirtan party himself. He said everything else will be revealed, everything will come. It doesn't come cheaply. He said, when you come to that stage where things are coming naturally, and your remembrance of Krishna becomes, he says, at that time, only at that time, is it possible to go off into a solitary place and engage in the confidential worship of Radha and Krishna. As Prabhu said, there are many people who have prematurely tried to achieve that by going off to Radha Kund, somewhere Vrindavan or even Mayapur, and think they can sit and only chant. But in that premature stage, it was not possible. They'd give it up after a little while. A few days, a few weeks maybe, at most a few months. But Haridas Thakur, we learn about Dinamacharya, he could do that. He would sit and chant almost 200 rounds every day, without fail. When I first heard of that, I thought, wow, but it's not possible for ordinary, at least not on a lower platform. When actual taste comes for the holy names, then such things are possible. So Bhakti Siddhantha was careful to keep his devotees, his disciples in line, because he knew there were many sahajya, imitationist groups out there, out and about, and they were selling their wares, and he didn't want his devotees to get trapped in that. Prabhupada also would caution us, always, even when Srila Prabhupada first came to America, he asked the devotees, the first batch of his initiates, to chant 64 rounds. But they were honest. And they said, we cannot do this, Prabhupada. And because in Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi, he used to ask his disciples to chant 64 rounds. But not all of them could do it. So Prabhupada, following in his footsteps, asked the first batch of devotees, and they were honest. They said, we cannot do this, Prabhupada. So he said, okay, well, how about 34? He said, that also we cannot do. Prabhupada was like, he was realizing who he's dealing with. Just after all, this is, we're totally outside of the Vedic culture. So then he reduced it to 16. He said, no less. And even that, devotees would have difficulty doing. So when you think of that, and then you think of Haridas Thakur, what an exalted devotee he was. So the opportunity to engage in kirtan, we should take advantage of it. And to go out and chant on Sankirtan, that also we should take advantage of, because that is good for us and it's also good for the people who hear the kirtan. After wandering in the material world for millions and millions of births, they get a chance to hear the holy name. This is making them pious. Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana. It is pious, piety. So we are making them fortunate. And in the process we are also becoming more fortunate. So everyone should try to come out today. I mean, one day a week and to go out for a couple hours, I don't think we're asking too much. Right?
Let's see who's going to go out then. Raise your hand.
I'm going to put them on the spot. No, it's what will happen. The more you do it, the more you engage in Sankirtan, the more you go out and chant, the more you will like it. When I joined the movement, we had to go out every day. Not one day a week, but every day. And not for 2 hours, for minimum 8 hours, sometimes 10, sometimes 12 hours. And the next day, same thing. I remember struggling with my mind, thinking, here we are again, we have to go and do this. But after a while, you like it. At first, it's like medicine. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said like that. Enechi aushadi maya nashi bara lagi. Harinam mahamantra lao tumi magi. He says, I bought this medicine, but it's very good medicine. As a child, medicine was always horrible. My mother wanted to give me medicine every week. She called it preventative medicine, so that I wouldn't get sick. And it was horrible. But it was good. So, but this medicine is not horrible. It's actually the sweetest thing. And this medicine can cure all the diseases we are suffering from. Primarily, the disease of illusion. We are thinking, I am this body. So, come out and Sankirtan. You start with 1 day a month, then 2 days a month, 3 days a month, and always go forward. Increase it. So, we've gone over a little time, so we want to have the artik now for Bhakti Siddhantha. Haribo? Who's
Say the Shingadev first. The Shingadev.
the Shingadev bread?
Yeah, he's finishing it.
Okay. Namaste Narashinhaya. Namaste Narashinhaya. Pralada Lada Daine. Lada Lada Daine. Hiranyakashi Purbakshaha. Hiranyakashi Kashi Purbakshaha Silatam Kano Kalaye Silatam Kano Kalaye Ito Nasingho Parato Nasingho Ito Nasingho Parato Nasingho Yato Yato Yami Tato Nasingho Yato Yato Yami Tato Nasingho Bahir Nasingho Hridaye Nasingho Bahir Nasingho Hridaye Nasingho Madin Saranam Prapadye Madin Saranam Prapadye Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamad Bhuta Singam Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Ad Bhuta Singam Dalita Hiranya Kashipu Tanu Bringam Dalita Hiranya Kashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nrsingadev Jaya Nrsingadev Jaya Nrsingadev Jaya Nrsingadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Narahari Narahari Jaya Narahari Jaya Narahari Jaya Gaura Hare Gaura Hare Gaura Hare Jaya Gaura Hare Gaura Hare
Just wait 1 second. We have a very good announcement to make. I've been waiting 5 years to make this announcement. We have received our permit for the Bellevue Temple. That means we're going to now build the inside to make into a temple, a restaurant, and a school. And then, after that's done, we'll get our occupancy permit and we'll open up the temple. And we'll open up sometime this year. Also, I've been waiting a long time to get confirmation of 2 Guernsey cows that are A2. That means it's the top of the line cows, and both of them are pregnant. So if you would like to donate a cow, I'm going to get, as soon as I come back from India, I'm going to pick those cows up. So these are very special cows. They're inspected, and they're certified as being A2. That's the top quality milk. So if you would like to do that. And also this year, we are also going to buy a 50-acre dairy. It has a full infrastructure of a dairy. So get your checkbooks ready. And we want to thank Radhika Gopinath and his family. They've given their $2,000 donation for a Rath Yatra cart, which we will get very soon. Haribol.
Rajaba Katavatsala Sri Gaura Hari Sri Gaura Hari Rajaba Katavatsala Sri Gaura Hari Katavatsala Sri Gaura Hari Oh. Sansara Dava Nadalita Loka Shranaya Karuna Gana Ganatam Samsara Dava Nalalita Loka Shranaya Karuna Gana Ganatam Praptasya Kalana Gunana Vasha Praptasya Kalana Gunana Vasha Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Mahaprabhu ki Tananita Gitam Varitramadyan Manasura Sena Varitramadyan Manasura Sena Romanchakam Pra Sutaranga Bhajo Sutaranga Bhajo Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Bande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Sri Vigrahara Dhananitananam Sringaratanman Diramajanado
Sri Vigrahara
Sringaratanman Diramajanado Yuktasya Bhatans Chaniyunjatopi Yuktasya Bhatans Chaniyunjatopi Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Chaturvida Sri Bhagavat Prasado Swadhana Triptam Hari Bhakta Sangha
Chaturvida Sri Bhagavat Prasado Swadhana Triptam Hari Bhakta Sangha
Itaiva Triptim Bhajato Sadaiva
Triptaiva Triptim Bhajato Sadaiva
Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Bolo Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Siradhikama Davayara Para Madhurya Lila Guna Rupanama
Sri Radhikama Davayara Para Madhurya Lila
Siradhikama Davayara Para Madhurya Lila Guna Rupanama
Sri Radhikama Davayara Para Madhurya Lila Gunarupanama
Pratikshana Swadhana Lolupasya
Pratikshana Swadhana Lolupasya
Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Nikunja Yuno Rati Keli Siddhai Yayali Yuktir Apikshaniya
Nikunja Yuna
Shatati Daksha Rati Balabhasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Sakshadaritena Samasta Shastrai Ruktastatava Vyata Eva Sati Kintu Prabhoya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Vande Guru Sri
Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi
Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi
Dayam Suvam Satyaya Sastri Sanyam
Yayam Shubham Sasyaya Sastri Sanyam
Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda.
Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda.
Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda.
Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda.
Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. Oh, Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda.
Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada.
Vad Paramangsa Paribhaja Kacharya Sutara Sata Srishiman. His Divine Grace of Bhakti Charanaravinda Bhakti Siddhantha Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Nitya Lila Pravishom Vishnupad Paramhamsa Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura Goswami Prabhupada ki. Srila Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura Goswami Avirbhav Mahamahotsav ki. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem se Go Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Sham Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan ki. Vrindavan Dham ki. Mayapur Navadip Dham ki. Jagannath Puri Dham ki. Ganga Devi Jamuna Mai ki. Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani ki. Naam Sankirtan ki. Harinam Mahamantra ki. Brihat Mridanga Seva ki. Parama Karuna Sri Sri Gaura Nityananda ki. Sambheda Bhakta Vrinda ki. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Pushpanjali.
And now we'll have the Pushpanjali ceremony. For His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Guru Pranama Prayer. Om Aganyati Mirandasya Yananjana Salakaya Chaksurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dati Swapadantikam Pandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Pajakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Saidvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaguna Lalita Shri Vishaka Anvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswati Iti Namane Shivasavanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhur Ujvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gora Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudapa Apasiddhanta Dvantaharine Namo Gora Kishoraya Shakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachitananda Namine Gora Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gora Bir Baba Bhumestvam Nirdesta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhaumashi Jagannatayate Namaha Vanchakalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Let's stop. Namo Mahavadanyaya. Stop it. Krishna Prema Padayate. Krishna Krishna Chaitanya. Namne Gurachuse Namaha. Panchatatvatmakam Krishnam. Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam. Namami Bhakta Saktikam. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Dinabandhu Jagatpate. Gopisha Gopika Kanta. Radha Kanta Namostute. Jayatam Suratur Pangod. Mama Manda Matergati. Come over here. Matsarvasva Padambojo. Radha Madana Mohana. Separate them. Separate those two. Separate them. Okay, now stop talking during the prayers. Just stand apart. Divyad Vrindaranya Kalprajumadaha Shrimad Ratnagara Simhasanastato Shrimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prestali Bihi Sevyamano Smarami Shriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamsivata Tatastita Karsan Venuswaner Gopir Gopinatakstriyestuna Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanustute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Om Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhantha Swami Niti Namini Shri Varsavanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhur Ujvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktita Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudapa Apasiddhanta Dvantaharine Esa Pushpanjali Swaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura ki jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswati Iti Namini Shivarsavani Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayine Prabhave Namaha Madhur Ujvala Premadya Shri Rupa Nuga Bhakti Da Shri Gora Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupa Nuga Virudapa Apasiddhanta Dvantaharine Esa Pushpanjali Swaha Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhakti Siddhantha Saraswathi Thakura ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namani Shivarsavani Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhur Ujvala Premadya Shri Rupa Nuga Bhakti Da Shri Gora Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupa Nuga Virudapa Apasiddhanta Dvantaharine Esa Pushpanjali Swaha Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. You could use this much. Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna. Silence.
One again. Hare Krishna.
Silence.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. जय भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज की, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नमाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की, तुलसी महारानी की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, सामेत भक्त वृंद की जय। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज। श्री गुरु गौरंग श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। So there is a prasadam, of course, right now, and then evening